Boo, that music is just getting me revved up even more today, ready for a fight. Guys, it is going off big time regarding the Super League. Oh, we have got so much to get through, things dropping as we speak. This video is mainly based at yous lot, Man United fans, Chelsea, whoever it may be. Chelsea are already doing their thing right now, but this weekend we are hitting the front of Old Trafford and we are hitting it big time, people. This is your chance to listen to what is planned, to listen to what we've got going on. We're going to get into that later in the show. Hopefully, Noureddin and Syed are going to be able to jump on with us as well, guys, and go through what is happening. If you did want to join us and fight for your football club, it is happening. But right now, we've got to go through what has happened today because it is turning into a horrible day for the Super League people. I've got Dave on, who knows all about this in terms of franchise and American-style franchise sports. Zeki on. Zeki's just a young lad who wants to support his football club, and he's got a lot to say like we always have. All of us have. It's going off, people. I just want to say quickly, Dave, are you all right, mate?
I'm devastated. I'm absolutely devastated.
Zeki, how are you doing, mate?
No words, just nothing can sum it up.
Alien, bang on. Let's get these hashtags in. Let's get all the comments in, people. Love United, hate the Glazers, hate Woodward. Wow, our football club has dragged our name through the mud recently. But guys, let's just quickly check in on what has happened today. So much has gone on. We can only start with one place, and that is Stamford Bridge. And the power of the people seems to be working, guys, because we're hearing right now breaking news that Chelsea are officially they're forming documentation to withdraw from the Super League. Chelsea are dropping out, people. They are buckled under the pressure. They are not prepared to go ahead with it, and this is massive news because if Chelsea are dropping out, there is only going to be one way, and that's hopefully the other clubs will follow. Let's just break down so you're all up to date with what's happened today so far, because yesterday was a pretty bad one for us all, and I'll get the guys' comments on what's happened today probably more in a second. Yesterday was horrific. We all looked like it, and it did look like it was the end. But there's so many contrasting views going on at the moment and so many different reports coming out. But let's just start the day off. All 14 Premier League clubs who are not involved in this had a meeting today to pretty much condemn what has been happening with the top 6 teams, or so-called big 6 teams. They have pretty much condemned it. They have slaughtered it. I've heard Everton's statement come out today. That was damning on its own. That was to the heart and pulling on the strings. That one was. Then we've had Mr. Boris Johnson. And anyone who doesn't think that this is important to people in the middle of a pandemic when we're trying to deal with lockdowns and the seriousness of what's going on in the world right now, for Boris Johnson to take a meeting so quickly, have this only been out a day in the public, and actually be prepared to put in regulations to stop this actually happening. We're hearing now that there is all sorts like withdrawing visas, not approving visas for players to go and play in any other country. There's going to be no Super League possibly in England. They're prepared to do that as well. They're prepared to do anything to stop this happening, which is only a good thing for us. And then the biggest news of all, I mean, there is some sadder news, which is the fact that a court in Madrid have put a sort of embargo or a ban or a stop on any authority, any association, FIFA, UEFA, Football Association, from stopping the Super League going ahead. So the Super League have got ahead of time. The people in charge, Florentino Perez, I'm guessing, is behind this. The fact that this has come from a court in Madrid has stopped anyone stopping it in the first place. That's one thing. But the good thing, guys, is it looks like the pressure from everyone and the reaction to this is stopping clubs going into it. They can stop people stopping the league, but they cannot stop teams dropping out. And Dave, I'll come to you first, mate. That news that's just hit then, we just spoke about it before we came on, Chelsea dropping out, is a massive, massive step in the right direction. Especially, you know what, maybe we won't follow straight away, but it can only be seen as a good thing that, you know what, they haven't buckled to the pressure and the power of these American owners, because they're the ones who are pushing it. And they've thought, you know what, everything else is more important. The way of the world, the normal football world, is the right way, and it does look like Chelsea are about to drop out of the European Super League, mate. What are your thoughts on that and what's happened today in general, mate?
Well, first and foremost, I hope that that's true. I just read a tweet while you were speaking there saying that maybe this is a little bit of BS because they're blocking the bus from coming in for tonight's match. So they put out a statement saying, oh, we're going to draw paperwork to drop out. We'll see if it's actually true. I hope that it is.
Yeah, well, saying that, Cave from Sky Sports says Chelsea will lead the competition, quote, as soon as possible. That's come from Cave.
Again, so, I hope that that's accurate. That's really all that I can say about it.
This is our reporter here in London, England, who works for Sky Sports, who brought us the inside track, who spoke to one of the board members of one of the Big Six teams, which pretty much give us all the frighteners yesterday. But Dave, looking at that, it's got to be good, but pretty much break down the rest of the day, mate, and how you're feeling right now with everything. You know what these owners are like. And maybe it's not as encouraging for you because you know that something like this still won't deter parasites like the Glazers, the Cronkies, FSG. It's still not going to deter these owners, these American ones, from going for what they want.
It won't, and it's a massive. I haven't felt this sad over sport in a really long time, and it's a different kind of sad because it's not the kind of sad that you feel when your team loses a big game or something like that. It's it cuts deeper than that. I feel that you're right, that the Cronkies of the world and the Glazers of the world aren't going to stop until they get what they want. However, it's kind of up to government, and it's up to the people who elect government to put rules in place that prevent that. That's the only way to stop it. And if that means that the Spanish clubs go and do their own thing and they want to play Barcelona against Inter and Madrid against Juventus twice a week, have at it, boys, because that won't go anywhere.
There are a few comments coming out, Zeki. Dave, I don't know if you can check up on this. I'm just looking. There are some reports that City may be following suit all of a sudden, breaking out, because what we're hearing this week, and I think I'd missed it on the start of today's news, the most condemning this week, unless something happens before Friday, is City, Chelsea, United and Arsenal, as well as anyone else who's involved in this, are going to be kicked out of the Europa League and the Champions League and won't be allowed back in. So I think this is the biggest sign yet, mate, that, you know what, they was not expecting this. They weren't expecting this reaction, and now they're realising that, you know what? And more people are saying that City are dropping out here. I haven't had it pop up on mine yet. I need to double check and refresh this.
It's popping up on mine as well.
Yeah, so Zeki, I mean, that's two big guns out. They were the ones that were hovering around the idea and felt like they were sort of pushed into it more. So them two, and we heard rumours today that Daniel Levy was getting cold feet. So we could have a Spurs, Chelsea and a City all dropping out within a day.
I think it's a massive step forward. I know we're only a few days into all this drama and all this tragedy, but I think especially early on like this, if teams like Chelsea, City are going to start to pull out, it's going to put pressure on other owners. Well, not necessarily owners, the clubs, the decision makers like United, Tottenham. We're going to see now, as soon as Chelsea releases a statement, there's rumours about City pulling out. So one club's going to obviously put massive pressure on another. We've seen today outside Chelsea's ground what trouble they've got up to, what they've done, and hopefully that's made a sign to Chelsea to think, yeah, well, the fans are passionate about it, and hopefully United are going to think, well, we don't want this many fans outside our stadium on the weekend. We need to do something about it. Hopefully we'll get some news sooner than later, because, like we say, Friday's looking like a deadline. As soon as they put these sanctions into place, the better, because it's going to put some pressure on these teams to get the decision made sooner than later.
This is it, man. It is looking true. It is looking like City and Chelsea are both filing paperwork to come out. They're both, we're looking quite good in that department, guys. City and Chelsea both doing what's necessary. which is really good. We're expecting Tottenham to drop as well, but
Barcelona.
Say that again, Zeka?
Barcelona will not join the Super League until our socios vote for it. It's their club, so it's their decision. At the moment, Barcelona looking like another team as well.
That's big. That's big.
If Barcelona come out and said that, yeah.
But that makes sense because Barcelona's Barcelona's a voting club.
Barcelona president. Sorry,
right?
Dave.
They have to run everything by member vote.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's actually the Barcelona president that's come out and said this. I'll send a link over.
That's actually maybe even bigger.
Oh, Chelsea fans are jumping up and down.
How long? 5 minutes and 3 teams. So
yeah,
there's great pictures. There's great pictures online, guys, of the Chelsea fans outside Stamford Bridge right now. If you want to check them out, jumping around, fantastic. Cheering. It's absolutely brilliant. Just to get back to our normal rivalries, but right now I'm loving Chelsea fans. Anyone who's a Chelsea fan right now, my hat is off. I'm not wearing one, but it's off. Keep going, lads. Keep cheering. Keep fighting. You have set the benchmark. And like I said, the best thing that the UEFA president came out with today was saying, look, it's not over. You can rectify the mistake. He's left an olive branch out for all these clubs to come back and say, look, everyone makes mistakes. You can come back. And Chelsea, City, it now looks like Barcelona. Oh, that one is going to hit the Super League hard.
That's huge.
That is massive. Wow. In Barcelona, yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good.
And it's a big statement against Madrid, isn't it? Especially I forgot his
name
Madrid
and Manchester United now and Liverpool, they're the main 3. It'll be very interesting to see what the likes of Atletico do next, because they've got no allegiance to anyone. They just jumped on it because I think very similar to City and to Chelsea and what they did. They didn't really want to miss out. But looking at that, wow, I mean, it's hard. The authorities, the media is struggling to keep up with it as it goes. It's like one's dropping after another. It's absolutely crazy.
Man City's confirmed.
Yeah.
I do wonder, is it possible that this was a power play?
Well, what have they got out of it? Right now, I don't think they've got themselves any better off, mate, have they? They're in a worse position.
I'm not saying that it worked. I'm just saying that is it possible that was their play here? That this is all about a power play to get what they want. Right, exactly. To get what they want out of UEFA. I mean, I know that's been kind of bandied about there, but that's a really fast pullout from 2 very financially well-off clubs.
I mean, that's 3, mate, isn't it? That's 3 of them dropping out. Barcelona, City, and Chelsea. All of a sudden, it's absolutely mental. I mean, that is a dagger to the heart, to the plans, especially to Perez. That if he gets all 3 of them, then that's what we're talking there. A quarter of the team's already out, and it's not been 2 days since the announcement. That's not going well. Like it could be the end. I mean, United won't compete in a league of 9, and I expect Tottenham to drop next. I fully expect that announcement to come. So, guys, I mean, looking at it right now, I mean, it was supposed to be a good day. I titled this video "A Bad Day for the Super League," and it's just getting better and better as we go here. What's the saying? We could get at least half the teams out before we finish the stream, people, eh? This was supposed to be a rallying call, and it's happening. People are actually listening.
There's a press conference due at 11:30 with Florentino Perez. He's going to speak about the Super League and new arrangements.
That'll go well.
Do you know what I can see happening here?
That'll go well.
Do you know what? Do you know what I can see happening? I can see. Have you noticed what Pep Guardiola said today? You notice what a few other people have said today. It's like an acceptance of it, but looking at it, they probably want to reform it now. I'm guessing this is what's going to happen. I'm guessing they're going to try and force a promotion and relegation system into this to make it viable. This is what I'm betting Perez is going to come out with. I can't see a man like him just giving up like this after a day. So I reckon after he's done what he's done in the Madrid court, I reckon he's going to try and change the structure of the competition. That's what I think. I think he's going to try and change the structure. We've got people telling us that Atletico Madrid is anyone picking up on Atletico Madrid? We're hearing that. I don't know if that's real.
Looks like a troll account, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. No. He's right.
Yeah, but
Atletico Madrid as well. Just come through.
Wow.
But you've got to be careful now, because you've seen that someone's put one on for Chelsea and it's blew up on Twitter, one journalist. Yeah. So now, a few journalists can be like, well, what if I chance something now and say that Atletico Madrid are leaving and they're going to blow up now on social media. But yeah, it's going up here. Atletico Madrid are leaving the Europa Super League. Jacobs Ben, reporter, 18K and verified, but you never know. Senior sources.
It is. Wow.
The thing is that what I don't get is now that there's been a few announcements, I'm seeing a lot of fans saying, I love my club. Yes, that's my club. I adore this club. A few days ago, it wasn't I adore this club. The greed hasn't gone. The greed hasn't gone. It's just now that the fans have reacted to it. Now they've changed their mind.
I think we have.
Do you know what I said? Do you know what I said the other day, guys? You know what I said? I said this could be. There could be a silver lining in all of this. If United try and be as stubborn as I think they will be, we could end up being punished. We could end up, even if they kicked us out, relegated us, whatever it may be. This is then the Glazers with a lot less money. This could be them imploding themselves. This could be what we've always wanted, and they've brought it upon themselves.
And then they're forced to sell.
Yes, exactly that. That's what, if they know that they cannot make this happen and cannot take any more money out of this club or make any more money through this club, then I can't see them wanting to stay around, because I think this has all been planned. This was probably the idea all along, and while lockdown was going on, they thought they could do this, but they just haven't realised. They have not realised the power of football, and it cannot be taken away. The power of European football cannot be taken away.
This is exactly why they haven't spent money the last 8 years, because they've been plotting this. And in their minds, they've sat here. I'm telling you, because I know how American owners work, and I see some of the people in the comments that are bothered by having an American voice on here today. I implore you all, please listen, because I know these people in a way that maybe will bring a different perspective. They've sat here for 8 years. They've sat here for 8 years not spending money the way that a big club is supposed to spend money, and taking money out of the club, because in their minds, they've said to themselves, well, once we get that Super League up and running, it'll all be water under the bridge, because we'll buy Haaland and Sancho and Varane and Ramos, and everybody will be happy then. Well, that hasn't exactly worked out for you now, has it?
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. We're hearing that someone just mentioned there, possibly Milan movement in Italy right now. I think a lot of these clubs have got together, and do you know what? A lot of them have said. And do you know what? It was interesting to know that some of the board members feel like they have been forced and are not happy with the Liverpools and the Manchester Uniteds of this world, the Real Madrids. It does look like this is a free-headed operation. And I don't think everyone else has realised what they've signed up for. I think they've been sold something, but aren't prepared to deal with the repercussions for it. And I think it looks like they've all got together and said, let's just do this one by one, because this does not happen. There's never a collaboration like this between golf clubs. Jesus, between
Adam's going crazy. You know,
I was giving up on football. I've already got them set on the golf and everything. Oh, guys, well, big up Gary Neville for being the first name to forcefully speak out. Looks a hero now. Cheers for that, Joey, mate. Guys, he spoke like a fan. It was as simple as that.
Yeah.
The club's disband breaking. Have we talked about
who? I'm sure you guys saw the report yesterday about who's financing this whole thing.
Oh yeah, J.P. Morgan.
Yeah, and you know who came from J.P. Morgan?
Yeah, Ed Woodward.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, Florentino Perez is the mouthpiece here. I have no doubt in my mind that it's the Glazers and Woodward who are the driving force behind this. There's no question. Maybe with Kroenke's help.
I think you can tell the difference between the club's reaction in the social media. City have kept very quiet. Arsenal kept very quiet. Tottenham. And then I got notifications today because I had notifications on for United thinking in case there's some sort of announcement. And they've gone and advertised this season's training jacket. And I'm thinking,
I know.
Ridiculous. Yesterday, I got a phone call coming out of school. Season ticket, will you renew? It just shows the reaction. It shows the reaction of clubs. And I just think it's disgraceful. And I'm really, as much as I have hope now with other teams leaving, there's a feeling that United won't, the Glazers won't go back.
Thing is though, guys, right now, we've had Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Porto. PSG haven't done it, so there's Portugal, France, and Germany. Big powerhouses with a lot of history in the European Cup. They're not having any of it. We've now got half of the English set up dropping out because I'm pretty certain now Tottenham will go and follow suit. If anything, they have to be the next ones. But I heard today earlier on, a lot of sources were saying that Levy was getting cold feet, and this is what's going to happen. So there's what Atletico Madrid do look like they have dropped out. Barcelona definitely look like they're dropping out. So there's over half. Yeah,
confirmed now. Manchester City's confirmed.
City are out. Jobs are good. And thank you very much, City. Credit to you and your fans. There was a massive protest as well as ours on Saturday over at the Etihad as well. The City fans were organising in conjunction. So we had both sides of Manchester were going, I don't know if that's still going to happen now with City, probably not. I'm guessing United still have a lot to protest about, and I still think ours will go ahead no matter what. But for me, looking at it now, I'm looking, Chelsea. Right, so Chelsea, City confirmed, Barcelona look confirmed, Atletico Madrid look like they're dropping out as well. That's all good. So there's over a third pretty much that have gone. Yeah. We can't have a league. We can't have a league with less than that many teams in it.
BBC has just confirmed City out.
Yeah, I've seen that. You know, I've got a feeling, I don't know if you've seen City players who started to post some personal statements on the profile. I've just seen De Bruyne's, similar to what Luke Shaw's released about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So unless Luke Shaw's not got the protocol and released a statement a bit earlier, and there's a statement coming out soon that United are going to leave, it's just a thought that Luke Shaw maybe has released something early, knowing that something will be coming out soon, saying that United will leave. Hopefully something along the lines of that. I've just picked up something like that on Twitter.
Well, listen,
guys, Luke Shaw's statement pretty much reads this, guys. Not a minute has passed when I haven't thought about the current situation. I wondered how I could express my opinion without causing any issues for my club, which everyone knows I care about deeply. I grew up watching the Premier League and Champions League, and I fell in love with the sport, watching what, in my opinion, are the two biggest club competitions in the world. Sorry, I read that wrong then. Yeah, my ambition was to one day be able to play in these competitions, and part of this determination was to show that with hard work, anyone can achieve these dreams and play on the highest stages. Well said, I've got to say that. There is so much passion around in the world for football, and I have been privileged to experience that firsthand. However, I worry that these changes could impact the sport that I and millions of others love. We've been without supporters in stadiums for over a year now, and I know how much myself and the team have missed them in each and every game. Fans and players should always have a voice, and their opinion should always be counted. Whoa. Luke Shaw. I said this yesterday, guys. I said, we can't do this on our own. The players and the managers have to step up. I think it started with Klopp a little bit last night, and then I think we got Pep Guardiola's look on it today. I think he was confident in what he was saying there, probably knowing what might be happening a bit later tonight in the announcement that we have just got, which is brilliant. And now Chelsea, with their supporters outside, jumping around, celebrating. I think the players now, like Zeki just said there, one by one, I think we're looking like there's no other outcome for us, and what this means for the Glazers and Woodward, because Ed Woodward will not be able to show his face at Old Trafford ever again. It is simple as that. The fans will not have him in that stadium. And you know what? I can see uproar at Old Trafford going forward. I really can. I think
hope it does. Guys,
I think
really,
the Glazers,
I hope it does.
Yeah, I think the Glazers have shot themselves in the foot, because with no teams in the league, you cannot have a European Super League. You have been done by the power of European football. You absolute cretin, parasite, horrible human beings.
Go on.
You have been done. Absolutely done, Glazers.
Go on.
The power of the people and the football community and the football family have spoken, and we have downed the Super League, because there's no way that you can do this now with them 5 teams, is it? 4 or 5 that have dropped out officially tonight, pretty much. There is no way I can see the Milan teams going ahead with this right now. I really don't expect them. And guys, we heard what Infantino said earlier on today. I don't know if you've seen it. He was an angry man.
Yeah.
And he was a very angry man. And an angry Italian is not a good thing. And the way he put his statement across today, Infantino, it was just like, you are either in or you are out, and you will have to deal with the consequences if you are out. And that pretty much said, at your peril. And don't get me wrong, guys, none of us are big UEFA and FIFA lovers, but at least we had a competition and a fair one in terms of what happened on the pitch. And you could actually play and earn your way into this. With what the Glazers and Perez have tried to push, and I'll say it's them because it is them. We all know it's them. It's them. They have been absolutely done by the power of European football, and I could not be happier.
Look at that! Look at that comment. Woodward gives snakes a bad name. I love that.
Yeah. That's the one. Zeki's our breaking news man here. Zeki's our breaking news man.
MUFC players revolted against the European Super League behind the scenes. Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire were heavily involved and confronted Ed Woodward.
Yeah, because Ed Woodward, I'm telling you now, guys, Ed Woodward is not going to be able to set foot in Old Trafford again.
So can we talk about that? Can we talk about that, guys? Let's take for a moment that this is a failed coup. How do we then react to the people who are still in charge of our football club? Do we just let it go and say, okay, well, it didn't work. Okay, great, back to normal. Or do we take some further steps here to try to rectify the situation? Because these people, as you've mentioned, are snakes and parasites, and they're not getting better.
Can you see this?
What's that one saying, mate?
Manchester United are pulling out of the Super League. Breaking news, Sport Bible.
Whoa, hang on.
1.4 million followers. I'm not sure if that's credible for you, but that looks like pretty good. Sport Bible, 1.4 mil. I'll send it over.
No. Sport Bible said, what have they said?
Manchester United are pulling out of the Europa League.
Really?
Super League.
This was horse shit. Excuse me.
Watch this all be a prank.
No, this was
the whole Super League.
This was all leverage. People don't give up on these giant plans like that in 2 days. This was all leverage for UEFA. So we have to move the conversation now to how do we get the Glazers and Woodward out? because they're not going to stop pulling pranks like this. They're not going to stop being greedy parasites. That's who they are. They've never been anything but that, and they never will be anything but that. So how do we, as a fan culture and as people who love this club and love the game, how do we make a move here to remove them who are the problem?
Do you know what, mate? We need to be punished. And I hope we get punished. And this will finish them. I will take relegation right now if it means they're gone. I do not care for anything this season. I don't care if I'm in the Champions League next season. This could be our best opportunity to say, Glazers, you tried what you wanted. It's not worked. You are done out here. It's simple as that. Get me down into the Championship. Relegate United for being the ones who spearheaded this. I do not care. Don't give them any more. If we don't sign any more players because we can't afford it, I don't care.
We're not signing them anyways.
Exactly.
What's the difference? This is oh, shocking.
Dave, you know yourself, there should only be one Super League in football.
Exactly.
Yes. I'm bringing on my man just in time. Mate, you could not have come at a better time, Nuruddin. Mr. Structure himself. It's happy days, mate. It is all going Pete Tong for the Super League, mate.
I've just come back from a circuit class. I didn't even look at the phone, honestly. And then my neighbour's cheering, and he was like, it's done, it's done, it's done. And I just ran in. Talk to me. What's happened?
Right, well, first of all, Chelsea dropped. It broke for Chelsea. And, mate, like this football pyramid that they were saying, this is a football dominoes, mate. Chelsea, City, Barcelona, Atletico are here in Milan's are just preparing to drop. And we're getting word now that United, it's starting to spread, mate. United are dropping out of the Super League. And it's all going off.
It was them that started this. It was them that were bringing in this franchise Americanization of European football. It is them. We need to get them out. They're vultures. They are absolute parasite leeches. For years and years, Adam, you know me, I've been going on about this. Our club will never be successful with these guys. And you see what they wanted to do. They wanted to destroy football. Destroy football as we know it.
Yeah.
50 years of history, and they wanted to destroy it.
Mate, they didn't even think. They've used that history to line their pockets, mate. That's what they've done. They've used the history of this football club to line their pockets, and that's what they've done. And you know what? They thought they could take it to another level. They got even greedier. And now we just said no, it didn't now, mate. You know what? I hope this club get punished now. And I hope that the Glazers have just imploded and shot themselves in the foot to a point where they cannot carry on. Because we said now, mate, Ed Woodward will never be able to walk in Old Trafford ever again. When the fans come back, he is going to be run out of Old Trafford. I swear to God right now, he has been the one who has spearheaded this for them vultures. And he won't be able to show his face ever again.
JB Morgan, mate. JB Morgan helped to take over Man United. JB Morgan. It was him. The Glazers' dad put 200 million up, and then he did that. And then he swam his way to the top of Man United because he did it. The steps that he took to get control. Then he brought in Richard Arnold and his other mate from Bristol University, Matt Judge. All Bristol University accountants and investment bankers, vultures, nothing but absolute vultures. We have to fight this, mate. People said, I was there, Adam. I was there in 2005. When we took it. But now it's a different story. It's 15 years later. The world has changed. Think we can do it. We've got to get them out. And now, we'll see what the government does. If they're going to be mealy mouth, or we're going to get what we all need in this country.
Well, they've said exactly that today, mate. I touched on that before, mate. I seen it there. Quickly, super chat from Drizzy. 100% we will, mate. We're not stopping Saturdays. We're not stopping Saturday's protest no matter what happens with the Super League, mate. We are not. We are there. Could be a smoke screen. You know how crafty and slimeballish these Glazers are, mate. We're not going to fall for it this time. We are definitely not going to fall for it. But like you said then, Nuruddin, mate, if the Prime Minister's come out today, he will put regulations in place to stop this happening. Let's hope it's not just to stop the Super League happening. Let's hope that this is the earmark moment that says to the governments, to the powers that be, the sporting powerhouses in Parliament, and just say, look, we need to now put something in place. This cannot happen again, and this is what will happen. And they will try and make this happen again and again and again. They're not going to stop, so we can't stop.
We can't.
It has to be put in place right now, and there needs to be some sort of governing of football ownership in this country. And I think this is the perfect opportunity.
We need an independent regulator.
What's that? Zeki's our breaking news man here. Was that Arsenal just dropped out, Zeki?
Yep, Arsenal reported leaving the Super League within the next few hours, but they're a bit delayed. They're still making prime decisions, it says.
Of course they are. They've still got themselves out the rear ends of the bleeding Glazers, the Cronkies. So they're going to be taking all the time in the world, aren't they?
Someone's just put Arsenal trying to stay as long in as possible, so at least that way they can win it if they're the only team left.
Exactly. Vultures, billionaires that don't know nothing about 150 years, don't know, especially us, mate. Our club lost men, right? We lost men. And many people don't know, Adam, it was the FA that was pressuring the likes of Man United and Sir Matt Busby not to enter European football competition. And they told them, you have to be here 24 hours or 40 hours before your next match. That's why the plane in Munich had to touch 3 times to get off, because we're going to be deducted points if we didn't. We lost people. People died. What the hell is the Munich tunnel for? Why do we stand there at 3 o'clock, 3:05 on every February the 6th? Why do we do those things? Why? They cannot come and dictate to us who we are, what we are. There has to be what they have in Germany. 51 plus for me. That's what it has to be.
100%, mate.
I'm really liking the sound of this.
And you know what? I don't care. You know what? I seriously hope we get punished and we go down, because that's the only other way that I can see these leeches leaving.
I said exactly that.
You will laugh at me. I'm happy to go to League 2, right, or even League 3. Start again like Rangers. I'm happy to do that to get rid of these leeches. I'm happy to do that. I'll get someone like Martin Edwards, somebody who cares about this club, to take over, because I know they won't be in it just for the money. They'll be in it for the glory, for Man United going there and challenging and fighting for titles. Well, these leeches are in charge. You just said it. 3 Bristol University graduates have all of the power in our club. 3 of them. And did you hear last night? We might even have to cut football short. Why is he coming out? I'm like, somebody check his pulse. He might have corona, a new form of corona. Can you imagine football 60 minutes? That's what he was doing.
Mate, absolutely epic. I'm with you. Literally, before you came on, me and Dave were just saying there, and you didn't, mate. You know what? This could be the perfect opportunity for us to really nail this coffin shut on the Glazers, because I don't think there'd be one Manchester United fan out there that would reject to us being punished and relegated. And if this is the only way that the Glazers are out of this club, I said it last season. I wasn't bothered. I said, do you know what? I'll take the short-term loss for the long-term gain. The long-term gain is club-owned, or 50% club-owned by fans. That's the only way that your football club is going to be safe. Germany, Dortmund, Bayern Munich, 50+1. You cannot get a majority share. You cannot get the majority and have the say at these clubs. The fans have to be involved on any major decision going forward. It's the only way that this club will survive. We never had that. We were run brilliantly before we went onto the stock exchange. We were perfect. We were the perfect model for all football business. It's why these leeches came in. We're the only club that was making money and running properly. And that's why they came in, because they seen the opportunity to make money from us and took all of our hard work away from everyone. Because it wasn't just the players, it was the staff that were upstairs at United, the board that used to be there, that were running this club right, the hard work. And then it disappeared when the Glazers came in. And it came in.
Family, bro. It was a family club.
We
all felt it. Every time we walked in, as a kid, at the age of 10, 11, you know what? Come after about 10 minutes, right? After kickoff, the guys used to look away. As a kid, we used to go all the way from Moss Side, all the way walk to Old Trafford, and they used to turn away so we can jump over the turnstiles. And then they would go, right, make sure you're not sitting in somebody's seat. That's what they would say to us. It was run like a family thing because they all knew. They all knew. Everybody cared. Everybody looked after each other in that state. Everybody did that, mate. Everybody did that. No word of a lie. All the years sneaking in, mate. Never have a steward ever called the police on me. Never. Never. Because you know what? Off you go. You could try again later. That's what they used to, that's what they used to say, bro. And we went from that to absolute toxic vultures. That's all they'll ever be, mate. Toxic vultures.
We should have known, mate. I knew straight away when they put an executive suite smack bang right in the middle of the Stretford end. We should have realised then that, you know what, them days were long gone. You know what I mean? The Stretford end. I mean, it just the arrogance of these guys to drop this news right now. I was like, you have got some serious balls to do this. How could they have expected there to be no reaction dropping this right now at this stage of the season?
But hang on, they don't have balls. They just don't care, and there's a difference. And there's and it's shocking to me. It shouldn't be shocking to me because I see it in American sports all day. It's just disgusting. And we've had these conversations so many times, Adam, on your show, on other shows. I've said for months and months and months publicly, we can all stop talking about Ollie. Because there are bigger problems here. And if we don't focus on those bigger problems, this is the kind of thing that will happen.
All right.
One of the first things I actually spoke with you about as well, that was, and it was about the real problem at United. And you
what's happening, man? What's happening?
Madness.
Yes. We've got all the big guns in the room now. We're just celebrating, mate, because it's all falling apart. Well, we've still got work to do ourselves, Saeed, mate. We've still got a lot of work to do. What? It's a good day.
It's a good day for me.
It's half the mission, though. It's half the job done. It's
half the job done, and that's what I want to stress to the people. This is not the job's not done, people. This is for me. I always said to Lord, and I said to Adam, I'm not bothered about the ESL. I really am not bothered. This is about the principle of what the owner's done to us, and what they've basically said to us. We're stabbing you in the back. And it felt like that on what was it, on Sunday night it broke the news, or was it Monday? Yeah, Sunday night.
Sunday.
I felt like
Sunday night,
I felt like I was stabbed in the back. I thought someone in the family died. That's what it felt like. And
like you said it to me.
Yeah. And it just shows that
I didn't sleep for 2 days, bro. I didn't sleep for 2 days.
No.
Everything I grew up, football saved my life.
Yeah.
This is no joke. Football saved my life. I would not be sitting here with you guys now if football saved my life. Adam, tell people. People that work for Manchester don't know. If it weren't for football, I would not be sitting here with you now.
Yeah. That's it, mate. It's exactly it. They don't realise. It's none of that. Like Dave nailed it there. He says they just have no heart. They have no soul. Oh, the only thing that they know is money, and that is it. It is plain and simple. They don't have a clue about fans. They won't even know. But if you ask Joe Glazer, who played in the team last week when we beat Burnley, I don't think he could name 4 players. The only ones that you're going to know is Paul Pogba.
The thing I can't wrap my head around. I said this to Tim last night actually, and I cannot wrap my head around this. If you have I'm just throwing numbers out here. If you have $1.7 billion in your bank account, and that increases to 1.9 billion, has your lifestyle changed at all?
No.
It's disgusting.
Exactly.
You know what the worst thing about it is, right? For me,
seriously, to what end are we talking about here? It's one thing if there's some guy that's like, well, I've got a couple 100,000, but I really want to be a millionaire because I want to buy a really nice house. That's different. These people's lives change not at all.
Can I say something? I think the Premier League now have to act in accordingly. They need to deduct points from all these teams.
Yeah,
they still need to do it. They need to still deduct points.
Relegation, Saeed.
Relegation.
They need to be relegated. Then we need those top 16, those supposedly 16, need to be regulated. Trust me, we need to go to the championship, and then they will leave. They will leave. And one thing they didn't think about it. Atletico Madrid are the hardcore working class fans. Barcelona are owned mainly by their members. That's who they're owned by. Real Madrid will always worship the guy who's in charge now, Perez, because he bought them so many Champions Leagues. So whatever he says, they will always listen to. But Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, I was shocked those two were in that. I was shocked. I've been to Barcelona. Majority of them, they know football. They know, because they struggle like us. Before Pep and these guys came and Ronaldinho and Messi, they used to struggle. They only won one Champions League in 1990 with Koeman against Sampdoria at Wembley. After that, they rose, they understood. And that's why when you go to Barcelona, they tell you, this is the golden age of Barcelona, because we've been in the doldrums. That's what makes football the most beautiful sport. Like us, 10 years it took us to go and win it, from tragedy to triumph. That's what we went from. And they wanted to take that away. What they try to do is unforgivable. All of the media chummies now are gonna try brainwash the fans. Well, they made a mistake. Everybody makes no. They try to end football in this country as we know it. Britain, the UK invented football. This is the invention of most sports. And they wanted to tear away all of that history, all of that culture, all of that tradition. And if this government cares about anything, they will protect the heritage, the culture. Football can never be like a business. It can never be, because it means too much to too many people. That's what people don't understand. It means too much to too many people. When you take your son, first time you took your son, Adam, I bet you had the goosebumps, because the same thing you're done.
Exactly that. It was exactly that. It's a lifetime. You know what? You're taking away everyone's memories. You're taking away a guy who went to the football for the first time with his dad. He could have lost his dad to COVID this year. You're taking away simple little things from people. You're taking away from the community. And you know what? In a pandemic, the mental health of people that we've all craved to get back to these things, and they've got the brass to come out and do this now. To me, it just showed that they were planning this while this world was on its ass, thinking of lining their own pockets, and that's what I cannot stomach.
Why do you think they've done this now? Because they're hoping that COVID restrictions will mean there's not so many protests.
You know what I can like this to, You know this kind of bracket. It's like almost like me. I come to your house, right, and I come steal belongings from your house, and then I go away, and then you look at the CCTV. You know, I hope obviously not. I'm not. I'm just giving you a hypothetical argument. I come to your house, I rob your stuff. You look at the CCTV, and you say, "Oh, that's Saeed there," and I come back to your house, and I give you all your belongings back. I say, sorry, you've caught me out here. I'll give it to you back. Are you gonna ever, you know what I mean? Are you gonna ever say to me, like, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's happened now. It's happened. This is what we need to do with the Glazers. It cannot be said. You know what? We accept it. We can't say that. We need to get this. For me, this is the last straw on the table there is for me. I've always said, you know what? But if you get a new manager, things can change. Laura did say to me, but it won't change. It won't change. And for me, I think the final straw now. No manager, no nothing can save this football club, because at the top, mate, they don't care about you, mate. And simply not good enough.
That's it. Let's just go to our breaking news, guys. Eke, what's the updates, mate? What's coming through, pal? He's telling us everything that's going down right now.
Latest at the moment is a TalkSport breaking news. TalkSport sources understand that altogether now the European Super League is off for now, postponed. At the moment, they're announcing it as postponed for now. They don't want to officially cancel it. And there's a few teams still considering joining that they'll make up to do another 12 teams. So even if United, City, Tottenham pull out, there's more teams on backup ready to join.
Yeah, but how can that be a Super League? Not now. If there's anyone out there right now who's thinking of joining that league, then they need their heads testing.
Shall I tell you who's driving this? It's the American guys, you know. It's not even Man City, it's Chelsea. It's the American people.
We knew this, mate.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
You knew it.
You Americans.
Of course it is.
You guys, man.
We've said this all along.
See, listen to this. Noradin, you'll enjoy this, actually, mate. You'll enjoy this. The fact that the guy there right next to me at the top of the screen, Dave, he's leaving the United States. He's moving to Europe because he cannot stand the way his country is run, and he can't stand these people.
You can imagine how horrible I felt these last 2 days. I'm sitting here saying to myself, wow, I'm leaving here because I want to get away from this, and it's following me.
That's it, mate.
You're always welcome in Manchester, lad. You're always welcome in the UK. You're always welcome. You're always welcome in Manchester. One thing I would say,
Go on, mate.
not just they're driving it. It's Ed Woodward and Joe Glazer.
Yes.
And it's them. They got the ones who got the
Woodward's
link.
Gone. Talk Sport breaking news. Ed Woodward has resigned as chairman of Manchester United.
No way.
Get in.
Is that what?
We
This
still
is the lucky stream. Adam, it's the lucky stream.
Woodward's decision comes after the backlash over the European Super League.
Adam, I've got bad news for you, mate. You're never going to be able to have a moment to yourself ever again. You're going to have to stay live 24 hours a day forever.
Oh, my God. This has been the best news live stream we've ever done.
Left. Now one more person. One more group
I
is
popped
left.
in the group chat,
We've done
guys.
one
It's
job.
over in the group chat.
Oh, my God. This is mental. Whoa. Just as Nuruddin said that
he
then.
paid for his life.
He paid for his
Wow,
life, mate.
that's it. The Super League is done. It is done, people.
Wow.
We have made Ed
Someone
Woodward.
get our reaction. We've got to get that reaction there.
Yeah, Tim, you're
put it
watching.
up.
Clip that video, Tim. Wow, someone clip that and put it up. That is.
Sport. Oh yeah! Holy.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, I can't believe it, people.
Yes,
Yo, TJ's trying to phone me. Send TJ the link, yo. Adam, send TJ the link.
Phone me as well.
He's trying to phone me.
Yeah.
Our job's not done. Our job's not done.
Our job's not done. Yeah.
Nice.
Run half the job again.
Hey, who said Super League didn't include knockouts? I'm pretty sure there would have been quite a few.
This is it. This is it. You said it, kiddo. You said it. This is the knockout we've been waiting for. Now we need the. We have to all go for the 51 plus, mate. We have to all go for that because these vultures need to go. They need to leave. All of them need to leave. All of them. I'm telling you, a special body should be in charge of all football in this country. They're giving back to the fans. They all need to pack up and leave, mate. All of them. And that's why I love Gary Neville yesterday. I had almost tears in my eyes when he said it. When he said he kept quiet all these years because he didn't want people taking over. These vultures need to be kicked out of this country. It's been a long time coming, but our job is not done yet. Our job is not done yet till we get rid of that family. We need to get rid of that family, people, forever.
Wow.
Oh, they have just lost their linchpin.
I said to people, there's hope, man. There's hope, man. I was talking to people last night saying, fans can't do anything. A lot of people say to me, but you won't do anything. You're just from South Manchester, rush home. You know what I mean? You're in an area, rush home, South Manchester. You can't do anything, mate. What do you know? We can do something.
Wow.
We're going there to cheer, but we want to get rid of the Glazers, mate. We need to get rid of those vultures. They have to go. Have to go.
Whoa, this could be the most monumental moment. I'm just going to bring in. I've got TJ's here. TJ joined us.
Hey, lad,
TJ, mate.
Twitter.
Yeah, man. We're saying no. That's why I couldn't call you. Yeah, man.
Get in, lads. Get in. The fans.
Come
on.
TJ, we still need to get rid of the Glazers, though, brother. Those vultures will get somebody else in there.
Do you know what? They're cracking of. They're the worst things in this world. The Glazers. Oh, mate. Like I said to Adam yesterday, the fans always win in the end. Big up Chelsea. Big up the Chelsea fans, what they've done today. The Liverpool fans yesterday. Mate, the fans always win in the end.
We have to get football back, bro. Good to see you.
That's it.
That's what I was like. Let me call Saeed quickly, man. I'm just so happy.
You know what, guys? If you're looking at a chessboard right now, the Queen has just been taken down. There's one more piece that needs to be toppled. We need a checkmate. We need the Glazers gone. We need to finish the job right now. We're running. They're running right now. We need to chase them out. We need to chase them out there because they are on the run.
They're on the ropes.
Oh, mate.
This is super in from Ash. 1 down now. The Glazers. Small win from this. It is a small win for us today. It's a big win, actually. I said
win.
it. What did I say
That's a
before? I
big
said, as soon as this started dropping, I said, Ed Woodward will not be able to step foot in Old Trafford ever again. I said it. And if true,
20 minutes later,
like
he's resigned.
he's resigned.
You know what? This is.
There's no way he could have shown his face.
I got a feeling.
Where's Owen? Owen's definitely in the pub already.
The sauce coming back.
Yo, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Ramadan, I would have had a pint now. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Oh, you guys are suffering.
Yeah, I'm not celebrating yet because we'll get rid of the Glazers. And trust me, Adam, nearest pub, mate, nearest establishment, I'm having a pint, mate.
Mate, this is it. Do you know what I said? I said when this lockdown finishes.
I'm gonna be
when lockdown finishes, we are going on it, mate, big time. But this is just we could really have a monumental, absolute craziness, man. Because this for Ed Woodward to have to leave Manchester United.
Let's not
forget what I said before. Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire confronted Ed Woodward on the Zoom call the other day. Harry Maguire, that's what we want to see from our captain. Harry Maguire having a go at Ed Woodward, and it's look, where's Ed Woodward now? He's a nobody.
To me, you know what? It's the Rashford thing that did it. You know, I'm telling you, Rashford in Busby.
Yeah.
When Rashford did that, I was like, yo, this is getting. How can they come back?
It's crazy because. It was a picture. It was a picture. No words were needed. The picture did it.
That's why I tweeted it. I said a picture tells 1,000 words, mate. A picture tells 1,000 words.
Yeah.
Because how can they Marcus Rashford if he tomorrow is Marcus Rashford for Prime Minister? I'm telling you, everybody's voting for Marcus Rashford.
Apparently,
Marcus Rashford's the GOAT. Marcus Rashford is.
Apparently, it was suggested 5 months ago. It was suggested 5 months ago that Ed Woodward would step down at the end of the season. Suspect he wasn't planning this in this manner.
Anyway, we don't care.
Get out, mate. Get out anyway, regardless.
Yeah, don't care. You absolute.
Don't
and you know what? You know what? He's still got his cronies there. People forget. Richard Arnold's still there, and Matt Judge still there. There are still those cronies. They all need to go. The Glazers need to go, mate. They need to go. That's what I'm saying to you. I look at Beckham. I think, Beckham, you know billionaires, mate. Can you imagine? Class of 92 and Beckham getting an investment. Just 3 billion. Get out, Glazers. Off. Go and hit for the hills, mate. I'm telling you, government bullying them to sell. Can you imagine that?
Guys. Absolutely. You know what? I couldn't. I set this stream out. I messaged the boys before. I said, we're just going to get the rallying call going. We're going to get everyone bumped up for this Saturday, which is still going ahead, people, by the way.
Still going ahead, man.
Has to.
Still going ahead. We got to push now while we're there. It's happening. Finish them off, says Tim. Definitely. Finish them. The down, the wobbling. I know he's got his baseball.
Guys, you got to do it on Saturday.
And he's ready.
Protest.
Are you coming, TJ?
I wish, man. I've got. It's just, you know what, working in the hospital and stuff like that. It's just been mad hectic. It has.
Yeah, you do. You keep doing your work, TJ, mate. Bigger things, mate. Bigger things. Yeah, you keep doing what you're doing, pal.
We can get back in that stadium, lad. So don't worry.
No. You know what?
It's two done.
It's all teamwork. You save lives.
What do you say, Zeke? What do you say, Zeke?
I'm saying it's 2 done now. Super League cancelled. Woodward gone. Glazers is next. And that's the main mission.
Brentford and Swansea to come for Watford. QPR ready.
Jeez, man. How the hell are Chelsea playing that game right now? How are they going to play that game?
Unbelievable.
Right, just more from the Championship for you, but we've got a few minutes before the second halves in, although 7 o'clock starts get underway, so I think it's only right. Finally, we've had about an hour now to digest what's been happening in this rapidly changing situation.
So who went first, guys? Who went first?
Chelsea.
Well, it looks like Chelsea were the first team to actually request the papers, but the first team to actually leave was City. City submitted the papers first, followed by Chelsea, who submitted it second, followed by Atletico Madrid, and then Barcelona are doing a vote tonight to find out. And then
Barcelona
they're gone. Barcelona gone. It's the league's cancelled.
Barcelona could get rid of even Laporta. They could vote. Because
no. Laporta helped him. He said, "I'm not."
He's the one. He's the one that's come out and said, "Let's do a vote." He's the one that said, "Let's do a vote."
Yeah.
No, he said, "No." He said, "I can't comment until the people vote." So he's saying, "Let the people vote first of all."
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's the best thing about? Do you know what's the best thing about this, guys? This was their plan, and this is what's got rid of him. This was his plan, his own greed has lost him his role at Manchester United. We did do our bit, but his greed and ultimately is what lost him his job. The greedy little bastard has shot himself in the foot. Get out of this club.
But Adam, you see the strength of social media, the power of social media, the power of all the fans, everybody united against this. It showed, bro. The Glazers, Woodward out has been trending since Sunday on Twitter. It's been in the top 3 in the UK all of the time, bro. But since Sunday, we're on Tuesday now. That's what's been happening. That is what's been happening. And you see it when the head of UEFA is calling him a snake. How can he go back? And did you hear today as well? I knew something big was going to happen because guess what happened? David Gill reinstated as a UEFA exec today.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. Yeah.
Woodward resigned. Gill came back in. It was like, oh, the power. It just feels like it feels like Paddy on Take Me Out. The power is in your hands. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? Yeah.
Let's cut you off, Adam, now. Just imagine the momentum we've got, people. 1 is gone. 3 more to go. Matt Judge, Richard Arnold, and the Glazers. All we need to do now, if we can get about, I reckon it's going to be about a couple of thousand at Old Trafford, because I've seen how fast this has gone round. Yeah. But I'm urging the people watching this right now, if you can make it on a Saturday, it's going to be a warm day. Get the train, get the bus. I know it's going to cost money, but it's worth your club, mate. Get on it and be there. Me and Adam were there the last time. 30 people came, man. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Let's not do it again, people. Come on. Get it before we finish tonight. Big shout out. Yellow bathing suit. Woody has gone. Glazers next. We are coming for you all. You're coming through all your heads. Saturday, people. Nuruddin and Saeed have put effort and time into organising this and getting people rounded. We're all in it. We're all going to be there. Come and celebrate the fact that Woodward has gone.
All confirmed from Mr.
Romano putting the icing on the cake to this live stream, people. I'm going to let the boys go and celebrate. Go and talk to whoever you need to talk to, boys. But Saturday is still a big day. So let's make sure we get there. Let's make sure we do what we've got to do.
Saturday's a big day. And next Sunday, uniting with Liverpool fans. We need to unite. And all of you guys know, Adam, Saeed, if you know any Liverpool fans, they're more than welcome to come.
Absolutely.
With us. They're more than welcome. All Scousers, truth is there, is made. This is bigger. This is for us to fight for our heritage, to fight for our rivalry. This is what it's for. We need that free zone American investment bankers out of football in this country. We need that. We need that to be free banking zone. We need that. Americans need to go. Nothing wrong with the American people. I love American people. But vulture capitalists, leeches, need to fuck off back. That's what they need to do.
Cheers, guys. Lauren, cheers for the super. Everyone who's contributed, everyone for joining us tonight. You've got to go and enjoy this night. I just want to say thank you to everyone coming on. Just remember, the only thing coming out of this is get there on Saturday. Get to Old Trafford if you can safely get there.
This is only the warm-up.
This is a first major step to getting our club back. And it feels like tonight I've got a grip of the Glazers' neck. I feel like I've got a grip of it now. And we just need to put that finishing punch in there. And I don't think they're going to be able to survive this. They cannot survive this. And we've got to make sure that they can't survive this. So get there Saturday, people. We will see you then. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Nothing more to say. The only thing that's important right now is we're fighting for our club, and we've just won this round today. Next round comes on Saturday, people, and we've got to carry on fighting. Simple as that. But for now, take care. Enjoy this moment, people. Enjoy this moment, and I'll see you all on Saturday. Bye-bye for now.